Um, my name is Reese Tanimura, and I'm the managing director at Northwest Folklife. Normally, my counterpart, Ben Hunter, would be here. He's the artistic director. He's abroad doing some of his grad program work, so I'm standing in proxy here and really pleased to be here with the House of Tarab, who has actually played a couple other events with us. We had a series up in Bothell in the summer, and yeah, we've been really happy to have some of our artists with us at different events. I did want to say a couple things before I jump in and introduce them and hand it over. We are coming quickly upon the 54th Northwest Folklife Festival in May, and that's going to be May 23rd through 26th. How many of you have been to the festival before? Oh, there's like half of you. So the festival is started on Seattle Center in 1972 and has been running continuously. We even did online programming during the pandemic. We basically take over the Seattle Center, and we have about 100 and I think we have about 150 community coordinators who bring wonderful programming like these folks. We have everything from folklorico to punk rock to hip hop to East Indian dance. So it is a wide variety of offerings over the 4 days. So please come out and visit us. If you'd like to learn more, we're over here in the corner here. Michelle is our volunteer coordinator, and we are also looking for volunteers for the event. So please come and talk to us. There were just a couple things. I'm sure they will tell you more about their music as they go along, but I did want to read you these couple things because I thought they were really fun. First, the word tarab, am I saying that right? Is an Arabic word not found in the English language that describes a state of emotional transformation and bliss when one is wholly absorbed in music. Isn't that beautiful? I can definitely relate to that. It's as a musician. House of Tarab, A.K.A. H.O.T, was formed in 2005, although some of the band members have been playing together since 1999. So please welcome House of Tarab.
Thank you. Yeah, we'd like to thank Town Hall and the Saturday Morning Concert Series and Northwest Folklife Festival for having us, and thank all of you for coming out. Give yourself a hand for being here on a Saturday morning. So yeah, as she mentioned, we're House of Tarab, and that Tarab is an interesting word because it's a word that they have in the Arabic language we don't have in the English language, even though we've all experienced it before, that state of emotional and spiritual connection to the music when you're wholly absorbed to it. So we hope that you experience a little bit of Tarab this morning. And so we play music mostly from the golden era of Arabic music and cinema, which took place from like the 1940s to the 1970s. And it was really a time of exceptional music, cultural happenings there, and there really emerged some iconic performers that really enchanted audiences. There was some really amazing artists. Some of them, they called the four greats of Arabic music of the golden era. Kulthum, everyone in the Middle East knows of Kulthum, and Farid al-Atrash, Abd al-Halim Hafez, and Muhammad Abdul Wahab. So these are considered the four greats. And we played some of the music from them already. We're going to play some music from the four greats as well. But yeah, so we play music from Egypt and the Levant. And the Levant region consists of Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Palestine. So we play folk music and traditional music from that region as well. And we'll play some of that. And so yeah, we're gonna today we have an hour to tell you a little bit about this music and explore some of the instruments, and we'll play some tunes for you. And at the very end, we're gonna have some audience participation with a dance called the Debki dance, which is a folkloric dance from Palestine, Lebanon. And so we're going to invite you all at the end to get up and do a little dancing with us. And audience participation was one of the things that they kind of asked for here. And in the Middle East, it's a little bit different from American audiences. There's a little less of a divide. Like, usually here we have like the audience, the band or the performers here, and then the audience there, and there's kind of a line in between. But in the Middle East, that line is a little bit a little bit more blurred. There's a little more audience participation. So they'll often, like during a concert, they won't wait till the end to applaud or to scream out things. So I'm going to teach you a few Arabic words, and you could say them after me. And if you get moved and you feel some tarab during the show, when Hanadi's singing a mawal, or David's playing a beautiful Ney piece that moves you, you could say one of these words. So the first word I'll teach you means yes. It's called Iwa. Can I hear you all say Iwa?
Iwa.
That's pretty good. One more time. Iwa.
Iwa.
Good, good. And the next word is called helwa, which means sweet or tasty. So you hear something tasty sounding sweet, it's helwa. So let's say helwa together. Helwa.
Helwa.
And a little louder. Helwa.
Helwa.
All right. And often, too, they'll say yalla, which means, oh, God. So when you're really moved by the music, you could say yalla. So let's hear a yalla.
Yalla.
Very good. And we were listening to one recording of a live recording of, I don't know, it's from a long time ago. And someone just, in the audience, you could hear them just say that. Like, I think we counted like 20 times. Yalla, la, 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 la. Just all over and over again. So feel free. So let's try it one more time. Let's say Iwa.
Iwa.
Helwa.
Helwa.
And yalla.
Yalla.
Yalla. Yes. Very good. All right. Yeah, give yourself a hand. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just talk about the instruments individually and give you a little sample of each one, and then after that we'll play some more tunes for you, and then we'll end with the debki. But we'll start with David, and he's going to talk a little bit about the nai.
Hi. So this is the flute of the Middle East, and it could be called nai or ney, depending where in the region whom you're speaking with. It is a very old instrument. They've unearthed these in archaeological digs dating back 10,000 years. And it is still continuously played since that time. So it's the oldest continuously played wind instrument in the world. There were other wind instruments that were older, but this one's the only one that's been continuously played. And it really hasn't changed in the 10,000 years. At first glance, you might think that it's made of bamboo. Looks like it. It's got the little nodes like bamboo. But actually, it comes from the banks of the Nile River in Egypt. And it's really, really, really tall grass. And it has these nodes in it. And over the millennia, people noticed that when some of them died and when they break, the wind would pass over them and they'd hear these tones. And there's lots of poetry written about it. So some smart person decided, well, I'm going to make a flute out of that. And so they did. And so they come in different keys. I have a whole case full of different sizes. So if we switched, say, from a lower key to a higher key, I can go from this one to this one. And it's kind of got a breathy sound to it.
Helwa.
And then the higher ones can sound like this. And then there's a... Yeah. So I'm going to ask Stephen to hold a note for me, and I'm going to play what we refer to as a taqsim. Now, taqsim, basically, it's introducing your ear to a particular scale, and we call these scales maqams. And this maqam is called Hijaz.
Hello.
So the idea is when we play a song in a particular maqam, we want you to feel that tarab, and one of the most essential parts of that is for your ear to be accustomed to the mood, the emotion, and that's what these maqams produce. Different maqams produce different feelings. So there's the ney, and there's one other instrument. And I will not play this right now because I want to save it as a surprise. This is called mizmar, and it is a mighty instrument. I do not need amplification for this instrument. Most commonly, you would play these, especially for weddings. There's a wedding march that they use this for called the zepha. And, but also for parties, for debke. We're going to do some debke later. So stay tuned for the mizmar.
When he was, we were doing a little sound check earlier, he was out there, playing without the microphone, and I was back here and with my amp, and we still had to turn me up, even though
I couldn't hear him.
It's that loud. Okay, so this instrument here is called the oud. It comes from alud, which means the wood, and you can see it's kind of a duck-shaped instrument. It's round, and this is the main string instruments that they play all throughout the Middle East. They played in North Africa, Egypt, the Gulf region, the Levant, Turkey, even into Armenia and Greece. So this is like the guitar of the Middle East. And actually this instrument is the mother of the lute, with the medieval lute and the European lute, which then became the guitar. So the oud is really the mother of the guitar and a lot of the string instruments. And this also, too, is a very old instrument. They played oud music in the time of the pharaohs, so it's been around for a long time. Back then, they had gut strings, and now we have nylon strings. But beside that, it's made just wooden glue. And so it's a very cool instrument, has a lot of different sounds to it. The back of the oud has strips of wood, and then there's just a single piece of wood in the front. And usually there's 3 sound holes, but sometimes they have 1. In the old days, they had 4 strings made of gut, and now we have like 11 strings. But these strings are tuned together, the double strings, and there's a single bass note. Although sometimes now they have 13-string ouds, but they're getting creative with it, and all kinds of things. But and so we have like a friction pegs here on the oud, and it's kind of like a violin. And one of the things that make it different is that it has a fretless fingerboard, which is different from the guitar. And the reason why this is so important, David was talking about maqam and the Arabic music theory and the scales. So it's not only a scale, it's kind of the way they put the music together. But one of the things that we have in Arabic music is microtones. So if you think about the piano, you have the white keys and you have the black keys. But in Middle Eastern music, they have keys in between the black and the white keys, so notes in between the notes. So in Western music, it might sound a little bit out of tune or out of key, but we do it on purpose. So for Western musicians, sometimes it might sound funny, but really, I think of it as just like you get little different kinds of emotions or different feelings, or like more spices in the spice rack is the way I think of it with this music, because you get different sounds. But I'll give you a little example here. There's a major scale and minor scale, which we have in European music. And this is a major scale. And then we have minor scales. And then in between these 2 notes, there's a scale called Rast, or maqam called Rast, and it sounds like. So you can hear the difference? Yeah. And maybe one way we could kind of get this is by doing a little sing-along. We could do Mary Had a Little Lamb. Everyone know Mary Had a Little Lamb? Right? So we could do, it's a happy song, right? And so this is in a major scale. Ready to sing it? Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. That's a happy lamb, isn't it? Mary's lamb is pretty happy with this scale. And now if we sing it and do it in a minor scale, it's. Let's sing that one. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, this fleece was white as snow. Is that a happy lamb? No, it's probably not a happy lamb. That lamb it's raining outside. It's gonna, yeah, it might be time for supper, and it's like, that's. And then now here we're gonna do it in the maqam of Ras, which is that quarter note. So it's a tone that we're not as familiar with in our music. Okay, let's try this one. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow. Right? So it's an exotic lamb. I don't know. It's like a little different happy lamb. It's still a happy lamb. Yeah. But that's just give you a little idea of like the different kinds of scales and maqam that we have and the different feelings that they could create.
Was the lamb's name Kofta?
Yeah. And I'll play a taksim in the maqam of Ras, which is kind of the mother of the maqam in the Middle East, and it has two of these quarter note tones in it. So.
Allah.
Thank you. And now, Hanani will talk a little bit about vocals.
Okay. All right. So actually, I want to teach you one more thing. Stephen taught us some words. If you hear something you like, too, we do something in the Arab world called, in English, ululation. It's an onomatopoeia. It's the word sounds like the thing that you're doing. Or in Arabic, it's zaghruta. So in Palestine, where I'm from, you'd move your tongue side to side, or in other places like Syria, Lebanon, you'd go up and down, but it goes, do you guys want to try that with me? Ready, set, go. Yeah, so if you hear something you like, you can try a zaghruta. It's really fun. But that's another fun thing you can do if you hear something you like. So I'm Hanadi. I sing with this wonderful group, House of Tarab. And I will admit, like for me, I grew up playing Western music, and learning my traditional Arab music has been a journey in really two different styles of music, and really kind of appreciating and also breaking some of the paradigms and similarities and differences between them. So David talked a little bit about maqams and ajnas, and oftentimes the singer will do something at the beginning to really kind of invite you into the song, and you want to establish your maqam at the beginning of the song and set the mood, if you will. So this is called a mawal typically, and it's just the singer really establishing the maqam, kind of introducing you, giving you a sense of their skill before you really get into the big part of the music. So I was just gonna do a tiny little one in Hijaz. Yeah, we'll let David and Stephen here go, and you'll hear me kind of trying to find it, and then going up and down the scale, and really inviting you all in. And so, it's 4 notes. Each jins is 4 notes. So Hijaz is ta na 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 na. And we think about these in intervals. So the interval between note 2 and 3 is big. Ta na 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 na. So when I'm singing, I'm thinking about whichever maqam I'm in. I'm in that interval, and so I'm always thinking about that. So let me try. So then you'd go into the song from there.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just a little taste, it kind of is a nice little entry into the song, and that's a lot of times if you'll go listen to Kulthum or Fairuz or Abdul Halim Hafiz, you'll hear them do this at the beginning of the song, and it's a nice, again, it's something different. You wouldn't hear this typically in Western music. It's just a different way of singing, a different way of doing music. So thank you for having me. Thank you for being here.
Hello, my name's Jane, and I'm really glad everyone's here. And thank you, my colleagues on the stage, for all you've said. I'm playing the percussion, the Arabic percussion, and I have 3 instruments that I'm playing today. One is the tambourine. Oh, I love your nice outfit. This is the tambourine. It's called rek, and I play it. It's in a small ensemble or even a large ensemble. If there's no actual conductor, which there usually is not, it's either this singer who really manages everyone, and they watch her, and they do what she says, or he, or it's the rek, and there is the open position where I'm gonna play the zills, which are the jingles on the sides, the cymbals. These are just brass cymbals. This is the closed position. It has a wide range of. Thank you. I love this instrument. To me, it's like a tiny little drum kit, because it's got the low tone that really cuts through, and then it's got all this high stuff, the high notes. It can be loud. It can be quiet. It's a versatile instrument. Also, it just fits in my purse. So as a drummer, I relish that. It can be made of wood. Traditionally, this instrument is going to be covered with a fish skin. The skin is very thin, and in very hot climates, hot dry climates, that would be a great material. But in our Pacific Northwest, that's a less versatile instrument. So this instrument is covered with a plastic head, and it's tunable. On the back, you can adjust the pitch. So it's nice that way. This is a modern iteration of a very old instrument. You see, like hieroglyphs, have people playing the tambourine. Tambourines and frame drums in general, this is classified as a frame drum. Been around a long time. Now, this instrument is called, it has many names: Derbeki, tabla, darabuka. In United States, a lot of people call it the dumbek. So it's a sort of a chalice-shaped instrument. It's got a plastic head, but traditionally it would be either fish skin or like a baby animal, like a lamb or a baby goat. And modern iteration has I can change the pitch I can tune it to change the pitch, make the tone even all the way around. But of course, again, in the Pacific Northwest, it's nice to have a pitch that is consistent and it doesn't fluctuate with the weather. So I have this nice plastic head. Thank you, plastic. And this is, again, a very versatile instrument. It can go very loud, it can be very quiet, it can be very percussive, it can be very round tones, and it's also the leader, guys. No, I'm kidding. The role of percussion is interesting because it's very often melodies are created around the percussive phrases, the percussive phrases. So, for example, there's a beat called Samai that is a 10/8, and a lot of times the melody goes right along with the percussion. And I'll just give you a little quick demonstration of the range of sounds of the instrument in a short drum taksim. I wouldn't call it a taksim, I would just call it a drum solo. And this is my favorite thing in the world. If anybody else wants to run around, please, I welcome you. Or crawl. I just wanted to mention the taksims are improvisations. And that is one really wonderful, special thing about Middle Eastern music is the tradition of improvisation. So this is just a short improvisation, and then I'm going to just talk about the 9/8 rhythm. So. Thank you. So with the 10/8 rhythm that I just wanted to introduce briefly is you can count it just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10, and it's doom, tech, doom, doom, tech. So if you're counting 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Can you count to 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. La ma ba da yada tha na. So that is kind of just a short example of how the melody and the rhythm are co-joined. Okay. Oh, just one more quick thing. I have this tubble ballady. This is like a country drum. I think of it as a strap. I can carry it around, and it's really for weddings and outdoor events. And it's really loud, and I'm going to save it to the end. And it goes great with the Zorna.
Okay, just quick intro to Lama Bada. So this is a very old song. It's called the Muwashah. And again, in the spirit of there's Western music, and then there's different forms of music. So this is almost like poetry set to song. There's a lot of different styles within Arab music of different specific types of songs. So this is a muwashah called Lama Bada, and it's about the meaning is about like kind of like when the branch bends with the breeze, kind of, and they're talking to probably about a beautiful person who is bending and dancing and moving very beautifully. So very beautiful song, very common in the Andalus. So this form of music became very popularized, and some of our most famous muwashahs come from the Andalusia, where the Arabs lived and ruled for 500 years or so. So that form still exists, and we still practice it after all these many hundreds and hundreds of years.
Hanadi.
Do you want to do a walk? Yeah, okay.
Okay, this is a song called Awak. It's by one of the four greats, Abdel Halim Hafez. Nadi on vocals, and Jane Hall on the drums. We have David McGrath on the nai, and I'm
Stephen Alemi on the oud.
Oud. And now it's time for a little Debke dance. I see that some people are already up dancing, so we're going to hopefully get everyone up. And
Yeah, I want to introduce my brother, my actual brother, Yaz, here, who's going to talk to us just a little bit about Debke. Before we do that, though, I just wanted to share a little bit about what I'm wearing. This is called a thobe. This is a Palestinian traditional dress for women. And I'm wearing a little belt around it. And traditionally, all over Palestine, and even through Syria and Lebanon, but really, truly through Palestine, this craft of tatriz, embroidery, cross-stitching, is very unique to Palestine. We each have our own kind of textile traditions, but the tatriz is very special to Palestine. And depending on where a woman was from in Palestine, her thobe would have specific colors and patterns to identify her from where she was from. So you could tell where a woman was from, more or less, depending on the patterns in her thobe. So on this thobe that I'm wearing right now, there is an orange blossom pattern up and down the sides and the chest here. And oranges are are famous in Palestine because Jaffa is very famous for its orange tree. So you can see up and down here on this thobe, there's orange blossoms. So maybe this woman who is wearing the thobe is from Jaffa. And you can also see here the cypress tree. I love the cypress pattern because each region of Palestine really has its own variation on the cypress tree, but you can all very quickly identify it as the cypress tree. So you can see our patterns are very rooted in the earth, in nature, in our regions. These patterns are thousands of years old, some of them. And so if you want to come have a look at my dress later and look at the craft, you're welcome to. And then I also just wanted to introduce the kufiya, which you see us wearing. Again, the kufiya is worn all over the Arab world. The black and white one is mostly associated with Palestine. Yeah, woohoo! It is a universal symbol of Palestine now. And if you look at the patterns, there's a few different things on it. Up here, I'm going to point here. This is a fishnet pattern. So Palestinians are fishing people. We have all the up and down the Mediterranean coast from Jaffa all the way down to Gaza. Gaza has some of Palestine's best fishermen, very associated with the sea. So this is a real tribute to our fishing culture. These lines here are kind of crossroads, the roads that run through Palestine. There's so many important centers and cities in Palestine: Gaza, Jerusalem, Ramallah, Bethlehem, Nazareth, up north you go. So it's really to show what a historic and important place that Palestine was. And then finally here, these little wavy patterns are olive branches. So olive trees and olive oil are very important to us. So again, the kufiya, a very old scarf worn by men, by women, all over the Arab world, but this specific black and white one is common to Palestine. So you're going to see us wearing those and waving them around, and I'm going to hand it over to Yaz to tell us a little bit about Debke.
Thank you. A round of applause for all of them. They are awesome. Thank you so much. My name is Yaz. I'm going to step up on stage because I'll be showing you the steps here in just a minute. So Debke is a traditional Levantine dance. And it's usually just a 6-step dance. There's 6 steps to it. There's a little history to it. For Palestinians, our culture is rooted in the land itself. So how does this dance actually root Palestinians to the land of Palestine? So historically, the roofs of houses for Palestinians, they used to be made of trees and mud-based roof. And so as the seasons wore on, these roofs would have some cracks in them. And what would happen is communities would come together, they would go on the roofs to repair them. And part of this repairing process was that they would step on them. And these steps have turned into what the dance is. We're gonna I think there might be a room for all of us here. So we are all going to get up here and do this dance, and maybe Hanadi can come and show. And so how this normally looks is that we will be in a line, and it's 6 steps. You're gonna stand with your left foot in front, okay? And you're gonna lead with your left foot. So you're gonna go left, cross over, and then to your right, left cross over, to your right, and then you're gonna kick with the left and stomp with the left. I'm going really, really slow. So it's going to, again, 6 steps. 6 steps. So cross with the left,
1,
step with the right,
2,
cross with the left,
3,
step with the right,
4,
kick with the left,
5,
stomp with the
6.
left. Okay? So I'm going to just do it now with the left and right. So it'll be left,
Yeah, feel free to
right,
stand up and try
left,
this. Yeah.
right, kick, stomp. Left, right, kick, stomp. Now, typically the person at the front of this might do a little bit of fancy moves and whatnot, but it's always going to be on a count of 6. All right? So I'll replace the left, right with just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can always look to the first or second person. The second person usually helps keep the beat, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? So we have holding of hands, and we can get all of us holding hands, and we go left, right, kick, stomp. Left, right, kick, stomp. Left, right, kick, stomp. All right.
Yeah.
Should we maybe do a couple people without it? All right, let's get a couple of people who wants to come and join. We're going to all hold hands here. The person at the front, you'll all be to my left, so come. What's your name? What's your name?
Oh, after that.
I have Noura up here. Can somebody come to the left of Noura and hold her hand? Here we go. All right. Now we're going to try to do this without for 1 second, okay? All right, so we're going to go left, right, kick, stomp.
You can stomp
Left,
really, really, really hard.
Right, kick, stomp. Left, right, kick, stomp. So we usually go in a circle as we do this, and it's going to be a little bit tough with 2 lines, but we'll make it happen. But we usually go around in a circle while we do this, all right? So we're going to do this now, again, just without the music, and then we'll do it, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jane. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you have a feel for it, you can start putting your knees and body into it. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left, right, kick, stomp. Left, right, kick, stomp.
Now we're going to introduce some of the instruments for Debke.
Stop and then stop. We stop for just a second. Can we, do we want to, are we going to sing too? Oh, okay.
How are you doing?
As you guys are doing that, we're going to get started with singing, but I just wanted to say too, we're going to sing some traditional Palestinian folk songs. Keep moving. There's 3 of them. It's a medley. And these are about life in the village and celebration and dancing and missing your loved ones. And, despite everything that's happening in Palestine, we preserve our culture and dance and traditions. And And so I hope you guys are able to really imagine yourself in the village with your buddies outside under an olive tree, having some shish kebab, some kufta, because that's really what this music and this tradition is about. So I want you to hold hands with your new friends and do the dabke.
هوى الشمال
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Again, we are House of Tarab. We appreciate you all being here. And give yourself a round of applause for your great deputy dancing. Thank you again. Have a beautiful Saturday.